I'm here showing you a new listing, 1200 West Street, Mansfield. I want to show you what kind of yard this is. It's a beautiful yard. This time of year probably doesn't do it justice. All the leaves are down, but you know, they say it's beautiful here in the winter when the snow's in the trees. Hey everyone, so this is a driveway. This is your driveway, and this is how private this area is. This is how you get to your log cabin house. So when I say it's 2.5 acres, I mean, well, it feels like 5. You're seeing why. Now here, they've had in the past a nice garden. So this is a super area for a garden right there. See that? And through the trees now you can see the house. And of course, in the summer you can't really even see the house probably. So this is your driveway. And this is your land. And this is the house. Looky, looky. Da da da. So this is the covered patio that's at the front entrance of the home. And this is the entrance to the den. And yeah, this is the den. Beautiful. But there's a lot of wood. It's a log cabin, and there's going to be wood. And it's beautiful. But if you don't like all this wood, hold on, okay? Because I got some ideas for you that could drastically change the look of this house. But I just want you to know you could never build a house like this today for the price of this house. Now, all that brick and all that wood, I mean, that wood is far more expensive than just sheetrock. Sheetrock is really inexpensive and doesn't give you the texture that these walls would give you painted. And that fireplace, it's massive. Now you see, if you paint the fireplace, you see how different it can look. You can pretty much get any kind of look you want by just painting it and decorating it. This is just giving you ideas. This fireplace here looks very similar in length. But yeah, you could never build this house for what you're paying for this house, because all that wood is very expensive compared to sheetrock. Sheetrock's very cheap. But actually, if you wanted sheetrock, you could just throw it up and nail it right to the wall, because you don't even have to try to find a stud. But I wouldn't do that. It's got so much more character. If you want painted walls, just paint this whole house. If you just paint this house, I'm showing you examples now what it could look like. You know, similar. With just paint, the cheapest thing you can get. You don't need a hammer. You don't need a saw, and you can change the look completely. And yet you have far more texture when you paint the wood than you do and the brick than you do just painting sheetrock. I mean, if you want to look like all your neighbors, sure, if you feel safe that way. But if you're creative and you want something more unique than that, you can get a lot more texture and a much more unique look by painting the wood or painting the brick. And when you're done, you're going to have an outstanding interior, a fantastic backyard, and a large lot. And you get a beautiful neighborhood in the backyard. So you have the best of both worlds, really. Here's another example of just how beautiful white is against wood. Of course, the house looks different, but I like this. But if you don't, just prime these walls and paint them. And here you go. Look at the texture of those walls. Here's another example of wood wall bedroom. Okay, so this is not a bedroom, but I'm showing it because it has wood walls, and it shows what you can do when you paint it, and it has the same ceiling, basically. Now in this case they painted the ceiling. And you can see how you could just keep it like this. There's no hurry to do any of these things. So this is the bedroom on the second floor. It's a nice sized bedroom. I think it's 13 by 17. And these are just some examples of what you could do if you decide to paint. There's no hurry. There's no reason to rush into this, but if you want to down the road, just gives you an idea how it could end up looking. So here's the layout of the second floor, which consists of a loft, a balcony, and a bedroom. The bedroom that I just showed you. But you'll notice there's a small closet next to the larger closet, and that is a door that goes into the attic. And the attic area there has already been plumbed for a third bathroom. And I would say the area in there is approximately 10 by 10 or 10 by 9. It depends on the angle of how much slope you want on the roof. In other words, if you want to go down to a shorter wall, you could probably it might even be 12 by 10 or something like that. But it's a good size for a nice bathroom. And so this picture is just an example of what it could kind of look like in there, I think, given the high ceiling and the sloping ceiling there. This is the front yard. Now it has irrigation, underground irrigation for the lawns in the front and the back. And that truck and plow might be available for you to roll into the price of the house. And that way you can plow. Now, as you walk down here, you notice I sped up the film a little bit in the interest of time. But this is all your yard here, right up to the chain link fence. And you can see that chain link fence goes way down. You can't really even see how far it goes. It goes way down. And then here is where I'm standing right now, and you can see how the land abuts the street behind us, which I'm going to show you that street entirely later. It's a beautiful street with houses ranging from $700,000 to $1 million. So now I'm going to show you some of the some pictures from the backyard on the other side of that fence. You can see it's a beautiful backyard. That sun awning retracts. That's a koi pond. So moving along here, you can see that the log cabin's in excellent condition. I mean, it's really fantastic condition, both inside and out. And that truck is in great condition too, by the way. So now we're driving in the backyard, not in the backyard, the street behind the house. And you can see it's a beautiful street with sidewalks. It's a dead-end street. Again, I'm speeding things up a little bit here, interest of time. But it's a dead-end street that actually has a circle at the end. And this house right in front of you has a beautiful pool in the back, as several others do too, that house there. So as we go down the circle, that right after this upcoming house is your property. The log cabin's backyard is right here. It abuts the street. You can see the fence through those trees. It's about 10 feet away because all the properties are set back. But yeah, that's your property right there. There's a house behind it. So you could easily put a gate in that fence. And your children, if you have children, could play in this yard. This house here is appraised at $980,000. So you can see it's a great street for kids because it's a dead-end street with sidewalks. They can play, ride with their bikes. I'm assuming a lot of the people in this street have families. Usually houses like this have families. Now it's possible you might even be able to put your driveway in the back here, but I don't have any, I haven't talked to the town about that yet. But there might be a way to, if you wanted to have a driveway come into the back here, since your property does abut the street.